Recently, a total of 5 leaks became known, along with other, possibly even more interesting information about the details of the 77th episode and much more, all from the official DaFuqBoom Studio Discord server. In today's video, we will thoroughly examine all the new information, and before we dive into analyzing all the spoilers, I'll just ask you to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss my future videos, and make sure to like this video. Now, let's move on to the analysis. The first spoiler presumably shows Astro Skibidi, as you can tell from the design of his toilet and the collar, which most Astro toilets we've seen have. Based on the size, this Skibidi is similar to those we've seen before, but in the image, he's without his protective helmet. It can be assumed that this photo was taken in the middle of a battle where he lost it, or perhaps DaFuq simply decided not to add it yet for more convenient work with facial expressions. But the most interesting thing about this picture is the expression on the Astro toilet's face. It conveys concern and fear. This means someone startled and surprised him, but we'll discuss who that could be a bit later. Now, we move on to the second leak, which shows the large cameraman with the laser, whose perspective we saw in the first part of the 77th episode. Behind him is a regular cameraman, possibly the same scientist who sits inside the camera strider. You can notice that the lens of the POV camera has changed in the same way as the Titan cameraman's lens. Perhaps something happens during the battle that bends it somehow, but it could also change for no apparent reason, just like with the Titan cameraman. In the third spoiler, we see the Skibidi SWAT, as if waiting for an opponent. Overall, there's nothing particularly interesting in this spoiler, so I suggest we move straight to the fourth. It shows 2 characters, or perhaps even 3, the buzzsaw mutant, camera strider, and the cameraman scientist inside him. Interestingly, they immediately formed a team and are not intending to fight each other, unlike the cameraman with the laser did the first time. This leads me to a theory that the cameraman scientist saw everything happening through the POV camera feed on his tablet, and therefore found out about the team-up. But then the question arises, why didn't he help when Astro attacked, who could have easily killed him? But okay, let's leave that aside. What's interesting here is the mutant's blade. Originally, it was glowed orange, but here it appears red. I wonder why did this happen? Maybe the big cameraman somehow charged it with energy from his cannon, or perhaps it's a software glitch that displayed the color incorrectly. If you have any thoughts on this, feel free to share them in the comment. Now, perhaps the most intriguing, the fifth spoiler. It shows a camera that looks exactly like Plungerman's one, only somehow enhanced. Naturally, the question arises, is it him? I think the answer could be ambiguous because it's unlikely that DaFuq would add a character who looks very similar to Plunger but isn't him, thus misleading us. And he definitely wouldn't have shown him in a spoiler right away. But the most interesting part is yet to come. In addition to the spoilers, DaFuq answered numerous questions asked by regular users of the DaFuqBoom Studio server. He responded to the questions using emojis, which I will immediately translate into answers. I've gathered quite a few of these questions, and I'll be presenting each one in order of increasing importance and interest. Let's go. Is part 2 of episode 77 almost ready? Yes. Boom, do you think part 2 will be released in these days? Yes, but DaFuq gave a more profound answer further on. Could you give us an expected release date like in from 2 to 6 days? 4 days, not that much. How long episode gonna be? 3 or 4 minutes? DaFuq answered, yes, but this is rather strange, because in the next question, how long will part 2 be? He replied, 2 minutes. It seems the episode will be around 2.5 minutes long. Or maybe Mr. Boom simply made a mistake. Will the episode present anything important for the series? Yes. We see G-Man part 2, not in the second part, but in the third. Boom, we will see G-Man updates in episode 77 bro? Yes. Which part will we see Titan TV Man and Titan Speaker Man? Same as G-Toilet, in the third part. Boom, is part 3 gonna be a fight or an agreement between the Titans? There will be a fight. Will Titan TV Man get injured anytime soon? DaFuq gave a very unclear answer. Some people interpret it as possibly, but I'm not sure in that. Boom, are we gonna see Speakerman's base soon? Yes. Will Speaker Woman be upgraded? Yes. DaFuq, is the Astro Mothership appearing in this episode? Yes, and in the same part as the other giant characters, in the third part. Is the Mothership the leader of the Astros? Boom? Thumbs up, which DaFuq usually uses to mean, too early, but here I think he meant, no. When will we see the Astro Duchess in action again? Soon. I think all these answers to the questions were very interesting and surprising. We found out a lot of information about the second part and others, mainly about the third part, which sets very high expectations. Later, I might make a separate video with my theories about the entire 77th episode, based on DaFuq's answers, but that depends solely on your activity on this video. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and that you liked the video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss future videos. Also, be sure to share your opinion in the comments. See you in the next video.